And it is Joe Murnan to get us underway on this Thursday night here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. As I say, 2 meetings between this pair in the past. And Joe Murnan has kicked off the night with a maximum. As Beaton looks at 1-4-1 to get the double break and open up a 3-0 lead.
57, Joe, you
just
require
constantly there or thereabouts after a dozen darts in legs. Murnan, you sense, needs the 1-2-7 to keep himself in the game. He's not going to get. May just be a dart at the bull here for Beaton on the back of the 84. Scrap that. 2 at double 12 underneath the 1. That's a 14 darter. Steve Beaton 3-0 up, averaging 102.5. 15-15-14 puts the bronze Adonis on the brink.
Game on.
To complete a 4-1 victory, to complete what's been a superb start to his night. 78 left. Treble 18, these double 12, and double 12 is found. And the winning legs there for Steve Beaton with 15-15, 14-15. A superb performance from the bronze Adonis, setting his stall out right from the get-go. Opening performance of 96.97, 50% on the doubles, and most of those misses, 3 of those misses, were for the match. For Joe Murnan, it was a slow start, got better as the game went along. Coming up after the break, Adrian Gray takes on Connor Heneghan.
61. Connor, you require 96.
And he's got 6 darts on this particular point, is Heno. But he only needs the 3 as he finds the double 14. Connor Heneghan gets a crucial break. He moves 3-1 in front and now has the darts in his hand to cross the line.
First. 136.
At times it's looked like Heneghan would run away with the game. Then it's looked like he's going to lose it quite comfortably. In the end, Heneghan getting a bit of breathing room.
45.
Plenty of time at the back end of this game for a 4-2 success.
Made the mid-match move. And he's made it stick, and Connor Heneghan will open up the account for the night with a 4-2 victory against Adrian Gray. And maybe he is just peaking as the week is moving along. A sluggish start on Monday and Tuesday. There were signs of better things on Wednesday, and he's kicked off tonight with a 4-2 victory against Adrian Gray. That's the tail of the tape from our second game of the evening.
But that puts him quite well positioned in the Challenge Tour. Maybe could get an invite to the Pro Tour. Certainly,
David, you require
rolls into place like Hildesheim and Russ Marlin. There may be some opportunities for David Pallett.
Well, what a start this would be. Double 60 for 1-3-4. And David Pallett has marked his return to the Live Lounge stage, and he's done it in some style. Ton plus checkout, 12 darter. He has very much arrived. Tell you what, this is a real who's who of
140
players past and present in that. Anyway, we'll talk more about that maybe as time goes along. Murnan looking at 108 to open up a 3-1 lead. Was looking for the treble underneath there to leave himself double 14. And as it doesn't consequently go, Pallett should get 80. At the very least a dart at top to level up at 2-2. That was under the proviso. He stayed straight, did exactly that, pins the tops, and
David Pallett
squares us up at 2-2.
5th leg, it's David to throw first. Game on.
And so he's going to return for a aforementioned double 8. If Murnan cannot hit the 1-3-4, he's not going to. And so Pallett, 2 8s to complete a 4-3 victory.
94.
Started off with the 1-3-4, 12 darts. It was a really good beginning to the game for Pallett. But can he round it off? Double 8 says yes. And it is success for David Pallett as he gets the better of Joe Murnan in a last leg decider for Murnan. That's 2 games played, 2 defeats for him. Plenty of work to do for the remainder of the night to try and bolster the points tally and keep himself in contention going into tomorrow. But for David Pallett, the perfect start, decent performance, spells of brilliance.
Oh, another for double 16.
120. Adrian, you require 116.
Simplest checkout as well for Adrian Gray, but significantly easier. Just needs the one treble on this occasion. Finds it first dart. Oh, this could be a break.
Game shot on the third leg.
A superbly executed 116 from Adrian Gray. A break of Steve Beaton.
Fourth
A
leg.
break of the
It's
stranglehold
Adrian
that
to
that man
throw
has
first.
had for the most part of the
Game on.
night.
Steve
To
require
3-2, and if he doesn't,
134.
Adrian Gray is back for makeable 2 data to get this job done.
58. Adrian, you require 68.
He's 3 from 3 on the doubles here, Adrian Gray.
And he's going to get 2 in his hand
Sure.
at double 4.
And the
He needs the
match,
one. A
Adrian
4 from
Gray.
4 performance on the doubles for Adrian Gray to get the better of Steve Beaton by 4 legs to 1. And maybe the story of the Bonza Donit's week has begun to ring true again, because he's averaged in excess of 90 and he hasn't picked the points up. 4 players on 2 points following the first 4 games. Coming up next, Conor Heneghan and David Pallett will take us to the halfway point. Well, this has been darts from a different planet at times from Conor Heneghan here on Pluto TV. And that 180's left himself on for a potential 11 data in a last leg decider to claim what would be his second win of the night. The first one was comprehensive against Adrian Gray. This one should have been. It was made harder work than it should have. Conor Heneghan for the third consecutive leg will have match darts. And he is still not crossed the finishing line.
David Pallett will just look at the scoreboard right now and think, well, there's just nothing I could do.
80.
But he does
Conor
leave a
requires
finish. Should
16.
Conor Heneghan make more mistakes?
He's got a nice guide if he can just nestle it across.
Game
And that's
shot
exactly
and the
what he
match,
does.
Conor Heneghan.
There was a lot about that performance. That was very good for Conor Heneghan. Struggled a little bit to see it off, but he's claimed his second consecutive win of the night. He's beaten David Pallett in a last leg decider. And so it's going to be Hino who's going to go top of the group, the only player now to retain an unblemished record in the group. And this is how he did so. Heneghan with a 4. He's going to leave himself
We
on tops
require
if
120.
Murnan cannot take out this 120. He's found the treble. He's got the single. Is he going to climb the ladder? Yes, he
Game shot on the
is.
first leg, Joe Murnan.
Superb from Joe Murnan. You felt like his night needed a spark, and that could just be the
Second
moment
leg,
for
it's
him.
Adrian to
He
the right
takes out the
first.
120 to
Game on.
take the opening leg from underneath the grasp of Adrian Gray. 20 for tops. Oh, he's missed a big number, and he may well pay the price. If Adrian Gray let the last leg
68.
slip, then
Adrian,
Joe
you
Murnan may have let
require
this one
24.
do.
He says he's missed the big number. I'm going to add to that. He's missed the big number again.
Trapdoor.
21.
And because Joe Murnan strayed into
you
the treble,
require
he has
2.
left himself in the unenviable position of leaving double 1.
How ironic that we've just mentioned about legs ending on double 1 and both players are going to get caught on double 1.
No score. Adrian,
But in a
you
local
require
league, when
3.
you find yourself on 3, they say you can go no further. The madhouse again.
Game shot on the
And it
fifth
goes.
leg,
Break of
Adrian
throw.
Gray.
Adrian Gray 3-2 up. And he may feel like he's used a get out of jail free card there. Both of these things, and they're great sporting feats, the pair of them, and just say, do you know what? If you get a 147 break in snooker, that's amazing. If you get a 9 dart in darts, that's amazing. And that's amazing from Adrian Gray. Tops of the match left after 12.
Have you ever considered doing a TED Talk?
Nope.
58. Adrian, you require 40.
Well, is he about to round this game off in some style here, Adrian Gray? Double top for a
Game
4-2
shot
win,
and
double
a
top for
match.
13
Adrian
darter. At times, quite a curious contest between the pair, but it's Adrian Gray who's on to 4 points, but perhaps most importantly for Joe Murnan, 3 games played, 3 defeats. He is in deep trouble here. Adrian Gray with a 4-2 win against Joe Murnan. That rounds off game number 6. Next up, Steve Beaton and Conor Heneghan. Excellent visit, perfect visit. Beaton threatening the break back to take this game all the way.
$134. Steve, you require 128. $112.
Well, that's a superb setup. The 112 leads in double eight. If Heneghan does not take out the 94 to win it. Went double-double, and that was exactly what he did, remember, against Steve Beaton on Tuesday. But for third successive game that goes all the way between the pairs, Steve Beaton's looking at double eight. And now, across for double four, cannot find it. And so Heneghan is going to return for the target. Steve Beaton has missed a couple at double eight. In the corner. What a performance that is from Conor Heneghan. In the end, the average just dipped below the ton mark, but he's provided his best for Steve Beaton again. And that is the perfect first dart for Adrian.
105.
Couldn't follow it with dart 2, but picks off the 25 with dart 3 to leave himself on a 2-darter. So Pallett, to keep the game going longer, looks at the bull. And gets the ball. And when he's been under the type of pressure that he has done in the full duration of this contest, you've got to give him a lot of credit. One dart at the ball, he may have felt like it was the only chance he had, and he's taken it. Full credit to David Pallett there. But he now comes back with 3 match darts of his own. Adrian Gray scratches his head. He'll be wondering where this has been slipped, but it's down for double 3. Trapdoor waits. But the trapdoor may have sucked David Pallett in.
54.
He's had 3 match darts to complete the ultimate turnaround. And now Adrian Gray, he knows he's got a reprieve here. He knows this should have been over. But he's going to get a look at double top. He's going to get a couple darts in hand. And he's going to get double top to scrape over the line. And to finish his night with 6 points in hand. David Pallett may well feel, even though he was behind in that game, 3-0, that might have been the one that got away. All laughs, all smiles at the end of it.
Could be a spark that gets him back in the game.
But I think the candle has been blown out for
20.
Conor Heneghan on this Thursday night. Joe Murnan back for double 10. Gets a double 10. And the man that was previously unbeaten has been comprehensively defeated by the man who's just picked up his first win of the night. Hooray, he says. A 4-0 win for Joe Murnan against Conor Heneghan to round off his night's worth of action. Our final game comes after the break as David Pallett takes on Steve Beaton. To bookend his night with victories, he beat Joe Murnan 4-1 in the opening game of the session. And if he can find double top, he will beat David Pallett to end it. A 4-0 success for the Bonds Adonis. 2 victories for Steve Beaton on Thursday night here at the Super Series. He put in some really good performances, but he's only got 4 points to show for it, but he's still in a very good position overnight. Welcome back to the MODUS Super Series. Before the break, Steve Beaton got the better of David Pallett by 4 legs to 0 to round off his campaign and to round off the night's action here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. That's how tonight's results look, and at the end of play, it is Adrian Gray that leads the way overnight. 6 points to his name at the end of the action on Thursday. Him and Conor Heneghan both on that mark. Steve Beaton with 4 points, 2 wins, 2 defeats for him. Joe Murnan, David Pallett, they are both on 2 points respectively following the first night's worth of play.